Welcome to Tales from Tubi.
Hey Tubi friends, welcome to a brand new episode of Tales from Tubi. For those of you who don't know what Tales from Tubi is, this is a series I do over here on Old Man Brad where I take my love of Tubi, my love of horror movies, and bring them together as I dive through the depths of Tubi to find those diamonds in the rough, those movies that must be seen or must avoid, one of the two. Today, I will be talking about the new Tubi original, Please Don't Feed the Children. This is the directorial debut for Destry Alan Spielberg, and I'm excited to tell you about this film. I'm just going to let you know up front, you should go watch it, and I'll just leave it at that. Before we dive into it, if you're in the Cincinnati area, come out to Frightful Fridays on the third Friday of the month. I'm so thankful to be partnered with the Esquire Theater to host a horror screening each month. We don't have our July screening locked in yet, but that will be July 18th. We will have a screening that night at 10 p.m., but just come out and let's watch a movie together. All right, let's dive into Please Don't Feed the Children.
Our parents, teachers, families were wiped out. Only adults were infected, and most were killed. They blame kids for the outbreak. Escaping is the goal.
Find a hospital now!
No, we're here. They're gonna arrest us.
It's a big house. They could have supplies.
What do you want? I'm not supposed to take in children.
Please, you have to help us.
Come on. I'll make some cookies. Isn't this fun? Terrible guests.
A gang of orphans travels to the south in quest of a new life after a viral outbreak decimates the adult population of the nation, only to find themselves at the mercy of a psychotic woman who is hiding a perilous secret. This is written by Paul Bertino, directed by Destry Alan Spielberg. It stars Michelle Dockery, Giancarlo Esposito, Zoe Colletti, Andrew Liner, and many others. This hits Tubi the day this episode comes out, exclusively only to Tubi. I really dug this movie. You follow this group of kids. There's probably 5 or 6 of them. And then you have one of them who's kind of like the newcomer of the group, who, they come to this area. They meet this girl. She becomes part of the group, but these other kids are wary of her, of what's going on. Like, hey, should she be part of our group? We don't know. But they're just trying to survive because all of their parents are gone. They're still adults, but a lot of adults have died. There are special camps. There are special kind of patrols and areas checking children. A child has to have a parent with, proper documents, everything else in order to move from place to place and move on. Not quite post-apocalyptic. It hasn't hit that. It's still fairly, seems like it could be, within a few years of where we are. So these kids just trying anything to survive. So they set up this theft of a convenience store. They're going to hit a convenience store to steal food, steal whatever, so that they can eat. Things go wrong. One of them gets shot. Authorities are on the way, after them, and they end up at this house in the middle of nowhere because every horror movie that ends up in the middle of nowhere is definitely going to end well for everybody involved. We know this. Everybody knows this, right? Well, it's the middle of the night, unsuspecting. They're banging on the door. They need help. Their friend's been shot. He's hurt. Michelle Dockery's character answers the door, and she's like, I can't let you in. Like, my husband, he'll be home. He'll be very upset. He'll be mad. I can't do it. She eventually lets them in. She's nice. And that's when things kind of start to take a turn. She gets them drinks, snacks, everything else. But guess what? I'm just going to say semi-spoilers ahead. I'm not going to spoil what happens towards the end because I thought it was pretty cool. You kind of see where things may go as it kind of goes along. So it wasn't a big shock to me, but I was like, oh, I kind of like where this went. But they get drugged. She locks them up. And a whole other host of things happen along the way. Michelle Dockery is so good in this role. She does this great job of being this innocent woman who seems like she's home alone to this nice caretaker of like, let me get you drinks and snacks and take care of you, to very sinister, very evil, very dark. And sometimes it turns almost on a dime. Giancarlo Esposito he's not in it too much, but when he shows up, he's awesome. So it was good to see him. And Zoe Colletti, who plays the newer girl in the group, who becomes kind of the main antagonist between Michelle and the kids and everything. She was great. Like, everybody was great in this movie. This being Destry Spielberg's first feature film, you can tell, 100% you can tell that she grew up on the movie set. I mean, her dad's Steven Spielberg. So, she has seen well-crafted films, how big budget stuff runs. She's been around all this. And there are multiple scenes in this film that are definitely very Spielberg-esque in the lighting, the look, the way it's shot. So you can tell that she obviously learned as she was growing up. But this movie is a slow burn. It takes a while to kind of get going, and when it does, I mean, it hooked me in and kept me engaged the entire time. You eventually find out some darker secrets that are happening in this house. And when you do, like I said, it won't really surprise you, but it worked for me. I was like, oh, I like this. I like where this went. I like where it goes. And overall, I mean, I highly recommend watching Please Don't Feed the Children on Tubi. And really, I look forward to what Destry Allen Spielberg does next. I mean, she is showing that she grew up on the set of films and that she learned film from her father, knows how to shoot a movie, knows how to get your actors to really be believable. And it was just a really well done film, and one that, yes, I would watch it again. I'm bummed no place like Tubi you can get physical media, because this is a Blu-ray. If it came out, I would add it to my collection, because it was just a good, tense, cat and mouse, mystery, dark film that I definitely recommend. Well, those are my thoughts on Please Don't Feed the Children. If I keep talking too much more, I will give away some of the things that do happen in the film, like I do this year with movies I talk about. Double feature time. I got the perfect film, another Tubi original. So you can have a Tubi original double feature with Please Don't Feed the Children and Lowlifes. Lowlifes is one of those films that it surprised me the way it went. I loved how that movie played out, and its tone, its story, everything kind of fits with Please Don't Feed the Children. And I think they would play good as a good double feature. So there you go. There's my double feature for this week. Lowlifes and Please Don't Feed the Children. Well, that will do it for this Tales from Tubi. Just make sure you subscribe and you'll never miss anything that happens over here at Old Man Brad. Whether it's these Tales from Tubi, Versus that just came out a couple weeks ago, any of my reviews, interviews, and you're going to want to be ready for all of July as I'm doing the month of Mattei. I will be talking on the show 5 separate Bruno Mattei movies. Bruno Mattei and Claudio Fragasso, who they work together. But we're going to have Cruel Jaws with my good friend Gerald from the Awards Garage. Hell of the Living Dead with my buddy Drew from the Real Feels podcast. Rats, Night of Terror with Jason from History of Bad Ideas. Zombie 3 with Dan from the Bearded Geeks podcast. That episode is also part of Month of Action. Go follow B Action for all the shows taking part in the Month of Action all of July. And then we're going to finish things off with Jason from Binge Movies as we talk Night Killer. And let me tell you, that movie is something. But that's not all. I will have one bonus episode over on Patreon with Dustin from Flicks and Friends. We will be talking The Other Hell, the Nunsploitation Bruno Mattei movie. You won't want to miss any of this because let me tell you right now, I've recorded most of them, and they are some of the best episodes I have done on this show thus far with any guests. They were so much fun. Great discussions about these crazy movies that have some crazy stories behind them. You won't want to miss the Month of Mattei. Just subscribe and you won't. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you so much. I will be back soon as I go back and dig through the depths of Tubi to bring you more great or not so great movies. Until then, I will talk to you later, everybody.